Number 50, 65, I'm sorry, lineman for the Eagles comes off the field, and we're going to end this quarter. Texans up 7-0. Now, I wouldn't be too embarrassed. Jalen Hurts is no ordinary man. That man squats 600 pounds on the daily. He is no ordinary quarterback when it comes to strength. That is for sure. Definitely the strongest quarterback in the league. Dotson in motion. Drops back looking. Dumps it off to Saquon, who gets a first down and more. It's on the 5-yard line now. Eagles in scoring position, trying to tie it all back up. Hands it off. No, takes it. Sheds the block and gets hit for a gain of 1. It's Gardner Johnson on the play. Pick up from the Jets. Another high-value name that the Texans were able to pick up for their strong defense. 2nd and goal. Ball in the 4. And just moons it to Devontae Smith. Or A.J. Brown, I'm sorry. Devontae Smith is number 6. A.J. Brown, getting covered by Stingley, is able to come down with it as he gets hit. Touchdown, Philly. And the Eagles. Man, that throw reminiscent of Russell Wilson. And, oh, we're going under booth review. The New York isn't convinced. Gonna see if he was able to come down with it. Oh, man, what an effort. See these feet? There's 1, 2. He's in. I see why they questioned it. I see why they were questioning it. But, man, what an effort there. Definitely going on the highlight reels. It stands. Obviously, he was still in. They just wanted to make sure that both feet did make contact. What an effort there from A.J. Brown. Now, if he could only do that on a weekly basis for my fantasy team, man, we'd be cool. 11 plays, 72 yards for the Eagles as they even it all up. Super Bowl champs. What a year it would be for the Eagles if they could walk into 2025 the Super Bowl champs and walk out the Madden Bowl champs. Be a great year for them. However, it would also be great for the Texans to continue on, upset the Eagles, and win the Madden Bowl for themselves. For me and my brother, the Texans never made it to a Madden Bowl. Never able to get that far. They made it to a couple of bracket championships, made it to the semifinals, but were never able to break that barrier, never able to even get in. Whereas the Eagles were one of 4 teams who went 4 times, tied for 2nd place with the Steelers and the Ravens with 2 wins in 4 bowls. It was the former Redskins who went 4 times but won 3 times. The most wins in Madden Bowl history was the Redskins. The Commanders have never made it. Now, they were only the Commanders for about 4 of them, but still, I digress. the Steelers there, man, they were a tyrant team for a really long time. Every time the Ravens or the Eagles went really deep, they ended up going all the way. But the Steelers, man, they were definitely championship teams. Constantly in the bracket championships. They got knocked out quite a few times, but man, they were constantly making it to the championship games. If I still had those papers, I might have to go back and look, but man, they dominated it for sure. They went to the championships like 10 times. They were ridiculous. One of the best teams to never make it every time they went deep. Gain of 7 there from C.J. Stroud. Eagles were a tough team to beat as well. I wish I still had some of those original papers. It would be fun to look at. Kind of tally up all the wins as it's a first down as C.J. Stroud uses his fancy feet. I know the Texans at least made it to a championship game or two because I remember them getting deep and me wanting them to win. I believe they lost to the Bears once, if I'm remembering correctly. It's a catch by Christian Kirk. Big catch there for a gain of 6. Notable players who have won bowl games are Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady, RG3, Ray Lewis, Peyton Manning. Some fun names to throw in there. I'm thinking about some of these teams. Marcus Mariota. No, maybe not Marcus Mariota. Tannehill for the Titans. Phillip Rivers. He finally was able to win a big bowl game. Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers were able to win one. Deep ball, intercepted again! It's Brown! Sidney Brown! Cuts it off! As the Eagles get the second interception of the game. The second team to do it twice. Intercepting the ball on Tank Dell there. As the Eagles are going to trot back out onto the field again. Big play there. Some more fun facts about the Madden Bowl. The Eagles had the most dominant loss in Madden Bowl history, 54-3 to the Ravens. Toss to A.J. Brown, who breaks a tackle, gets more, breaks another one, as he's dragged down by Harris, and then flexes on Stingley right in his face. What a play there. We had a couple of Super Bowl rematches, and both of them, the losing team ended up winning the Madden Bowl. The Colts played the Saints in Madden 11, so it was ironic the year that the Saints won. They ended up playing the same two teams made it to the Madden Bowl. And it was Peyton and the Colts who would win that one. It'd be a couple of years later on Madden 13. or the Arizona Cardinals would play the Steelers, and the Arizona Cardinals would get the win over the Steelers 30-28. So we've had a couple of Super Bowl rematches that were exciting to watch. Dumps it off deep. Swatted away. Almost. A.J. Brown was open there. But man, he put a little too much mustard. Put too much mustard on that hot dog. Didn't throw it early enough. And coverage was able to get back in it and swat it away. Dumps it off for the first down. Saquon breaks a tackle and drives forward for an extra 4 or 5 yards there. With 1:15 left in the second, the Philadelphia Eagles look to take the lead as they go into halftime. Drops back. Dumps it off deep again. And over the head of A.J. Brown. Some deja vu there as Jalen just overshoots A.J. this time. Ball was on the target last time that just got swatted away. This time just way too much on it. 2nd and 10. Dotson in motion, drops back, looking. Dumps it off to A.J. Brown, who's targeted 3 times on this drive. Harris on the play. Harris and A.J. Brown, they've been locking horns a couple of times now. That big play earlier. And just now again. A.J. Brown, he's got a couple of notable matchups today. He's got Stingley lining up on him. He's got Sauce Gardner lining up on him. Dumps it off. Is open. Goddard. Left all alone in the end zone. Touchdown. Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. Just completely burns his coverage as the Eagles fly into the end zone and take the lead with under 50 seconds left in this first half. The kick is good. 14-7. Gotta say, these Madden Bowls, they bring up some good memories. It's fun to be able to bring this series back and be able to share it. I know it's not like an original idea, but man, I have fond memories of it. I love doing it. It's fun. Even if my teams never win. My teams are the Browns and the Lions, and neither one have ever made it to a Madden Bowl, which deeply saddens me. My wife just yelled because they suck. How about you shut up, you dirty cheesehead? I love you too. Even if you like the cheeseheads. Dumps it off to Dalton, who gets about 5 there. Timeout, Houston. Zach Bond on the play. Some big name teams have already been knocked out The Chiefs, the Ravens. Oh, dumps it off there. Couldn't even find somebody. Third down. Chiefs and Ravens. The Vikings are a top tier team. The Packers got knocked out first round. Let's see who else. The 49ers are gone. It's fun to watch these teams lock horns and drill through each other to get through this tournament. It's tough. It's tough sledding. It really does weed out the weak. Second round is really where you get to see these big upsets happen. It's where tough teams face elite teams, and the tough teams get to knock them out. It's always fun when we get to the second round. Second round is one of my favorites other than... It's weird. Every round I enjoy it even more because the pressure really starts picking up. With every round, sack! Davis on the play! Stroud never even seen him coming. Stroud seems to be having trouble getting the play there. Maybe he got hit so hard and knocked the headset loose. But every round it gets more intense. The threat of getting knocked out becomes even more intimate. More painful fumble! Stroud gets hit again. And he fumbles it as they go into halftime. Momentum on the Eagles' side. Some big plays here. Mixon able to score for the second game in a row. Jalen Hurts able to connect for his second touchdown of the series as well. 2 MVPs, they're leading their teams. Jalen Hurts, though, pulls ahead with 3 touchdowns. Like I said, he's definitely not winning any passing awards, but man, he is doing more than enough to pull his team to victory. Big hit there on the 24, as the Eagles now have a chance to create some space. I always like to see these alternates come out, especially the good ones. The Kelly Greens are one of my favorite. I like the green. I hate the Eagles, but man, I can't help but say that they got some cool uniforms as Jalen Hurts. Woo! Al-Shair making Jalen Hurts look like a child on that play. Holy crap. He hit him hard enough to hit the back wall. Oh my God. Oh. Holy crap. Big play for a first down, but Jalen Hurts, he's hurting. He's got to throw the ball on this play. He said, okay, I got to take a break. Shahir just almost gave me CTE on one play. Holy crap. Somebody give that man I don't know, give that man an Altoid or something. I don't know what to give him for that. Holy crap, give him a Tylenol, something. He's hurting. On the move, sack, fumble! Fumble! Shahir! Shahir just put the fear of God in Jalen Hurts, because he gets hit and fumbles immediately. And the Texans I'm sorry, it wasn't even Shire, it was Anderson. He hits Jalen Hurts. And the Texans have an opportunity to tie it all back up. Turnover galore. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and 1 fumble is recovered. 3 turnovers in this game so far. This has been an exciting defensive game here. Both sides of the ball have been exciting. We've had some fun offensive plays, but especially some momentum-turning defensive plays. Looks, throws it. Christian Kirk all alone. Touchdown Texans. Tie ball game if they can make the extra point. Christian Kirk flies into the end zone. Touchdown Texans. I love that catch. I've never seen that happen in reality. But man, it's one of my favorites, just sticking that hand out and cleanly pulling that ball in with a stiff arm. That's a fun catch. I've seen Cooper Kupp do it. It's the first time I ever seen it happen. And I always love to see it. The Eagles. And Jalen Hurts making a rare mistake. As we have a tie ball game. The Texans defense coming in hot. I may have my brother join me here for the end of this game. We'll see. We'll see. His game just ended. He's still streaming at the moment. He's going through the stats now. With 5:49, what a first drive for this first half, man. Big hit from Shire, and then the next time Jalen gets hit, he just completely lets go of that ball. I don't know what happened there. I gotta say, I would like to think that Al Shire there hit Jalen Hurts so hard that now he's a little jumpy. He may be a little more anxious to take off. I mean, he absolutely got walloped. It's definitely one of those plays that make you rethink, make you hesitate when you take off. Hand off to Saquon as Stingley is in there for the tackle. Drops back, dumps it off to Goddard, and he gets locked up for just a gain of 1. Third down. 4 third down conversions here today for the Eagles. We'll see if they can get another one here. Looking. Throws it deep, but it's swatted away. Dotson with Ward all up in his business. The Texans force a 4th down. And he's dragged down at the 28. C.J. Stroud and the Texans now have an opportunity to take the lead back. It's a fun game so far. Didn't have much doubt in my mind, but I definitely thought coming into this game that the Texans would have a tough time knocking them off, but man, they have been able to keep up with the Eagles every step of the way. Stroud has time, dumps it off. It's Nico with a big gain. Drops him down to the 41. Big play there for the Strouds. Decent gain there. Gain of 8 to Nico Collins again. Under center. Hand off to Mixon, who's absolutely clotheslined. Big hit there. It's third down. Drops back. Dumps it off to Kirk, but he's short. He's short. Tight coverage there as Smith was able to make the play. But they're in field goal range. Fairbairn for the kick here. It's... oh, well, there's a penalty. Oh, no, roughing the kicker. That's going to be a first down. Keely Ringo, one of the key players of the defense. Oh, what a mental error to make this deep in the game. Oh, man, and that gives C.J. Stroud easy access to the end zone. 1st and 10, ball on the 17. They were on the 32. They just split the field in half. And C.J. Stroud is in the red zone. Dumps it off. Easy touchdown. There was like 3 guys wide open, and Tank Dell just happened to be the target. C.J. Stroud and the Texans take the lead. Oh my goodness, what a horrible mental error by the Eagles. As the Texans they're shutting out the Eagles at the moment and put up 2 scores with no answer. Five plays, 70 yards. And the Eagles stopped them. It would have been a 3-point lead. But the roughing the kicker call on Ringo changes the story, and the Texans have full control of this game. Takes it off and drives it up to the 30-yard line. Good field position here for Jalen Hurts to start off on. We knew it was going to be tough, but I don't think the Eagles were quite prepared for it to be this tough against this defense. Man alive, what a game we've had thus far. We'll see now if they can answer back. Shotgun set. Hands it off to Saquon, who hasn't seen the ball much today. It's a gain of 5. That's something else that happened in their last game. We seen Saquon didn't get the ball much. He scored. He scored twice. But man, he just did not get handed that ball very often. Could be a difference maker here if they'd start handing it off. They might start coming in with Ravens, some Ravens allegations here. The Ravens, they get called out for not handing the ball off to Derrick Henry. Well, the same could be said here in today's series for the Eagles. They haven't been handing the ball off to Saquon against these defenses. Definitely should have been against the Saints. I see why they have a little more questions against this tough Texans defense. As Jalen, he's going to take off. He gets an open space. As it's Harris on the play. First down, Raven. Oh my God. Eagles. Wrong bird. Jalen makes a big play on his feet there for a first down, and they are in enemy territory. 3 receivers up top. Looking. Dumps it off. It's Brown for a gain of 7. It's 2nd and 3. Ball on the 40. This would be an extra long field goal, about 57 yards. Handoff to Saquon, who drives it forward for a first down. He stopped moving there for a second, but Saquon really started stamping them feet to drive forward for the first. Shotgun set. Looking. Dumps it off to Goddard, who gets about 6 on the play. Second and 4. Just a couple seconds left in the third. That'll take us to the 4th. No gain. Actually, a loss of yards there. As the Texans lead the Eagles by 7. We are in upset alert territory as we hit the witching quarter. Time to turn these games into wins and losses. Dumps it off. Goddard makes a play, but there's a flag. It's late in the play. Oh, man. Roughing the passer on Danielle Hunter. As they put Jalen in easy scoring territory. 10-yard line. Dumps it off to Goddard again. I really need to do what Sonny does. And be able to just look at the numbers and know who they are. I'm familiar with names, but I'm not familiar with the names that the numbers go with. So I really need to start looking at the names on my phone, pulling it up. As Jalen Hurts takes off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anderson, for the second time today, just absolutely lights up Jalen Hurts. My goodness. Holy crap. Anderson, Jalen Hurts must have a magnet on him because Anderson has just been lighting Jalen up today. 3rd and goal. Jalen got to take off with his feet. Touchdown! Eagles! The Eagles score! As Jalen, he gets hit and shows no fear. Takes off again and scores his second rushing touchdown in a row. Great performance by this guy. 2 passing touchdowns and now a rushing. To tie it all up. It's been a fun one so far. Been an entertaining, high-scoring game with some special defensive plays as well. Everything you want out of a football game. It's not been boring whatsoever. I wonder if this song is copyrighted. That'd be interesting. Be interesting to know later on today when I make this post and see if they copyright me again. You gotta love copyright. You never know. Fields it. Makes a move. Oh my god. Breaks a man's ankles and then gets his own ankles exploded by some defenders there. CJ Stroud trots onto the field. He has had a great day himself. 3 passing touchdowns. 1 to Kirk. A second to Dell. Or, I'm sorry, a second... Yeah, no, a second one to Tank Dell. And Joe Mixon. Handing it off to Joe Mixon earlier. I said 3 touchdowns. I meant to say 2. Everybody doing their job. Everybody making plays. Both defenses are executing. And they're getting lit up. It's fun. This is an exciting game. The momentum has been flip-flopping. Toss. To Dell, who comes down with it. 2nd and 1, gain of 9. With 5.5 minutes left in this game. It's going to come down to the wire. Been a very fun second round game. As Mixon goes in motion. Stroud on the run. He's going to get a first. He's going to break 2, 3. Oh my goodness. What a run by CJ Stroud. His Blankenship has to come in and save the play. Here we go. Escapes 1, 2, a third, and then gets hit by Blankenship. Holy crap. Nobody could bring him down. The man was made of butter. Everybody's slipping and sliding off of him like a slip and slide. Holy crap. CJ Stroud drives it all the way to the 44. Dumps it off on a screen, but it's going nowhere. In fact, it's going backwards. Big play by 27 there to bring him down. Loss of 3 and drives it back to the 47. CJ looks, dumps it off. Not much there. Gain of 4. Decent play for 2nd down, but it's a bit long for them to do anything they want. It's 3rd and 6. It's manageable, but you definitely gotta extend the field a little here. Looking. Has time, dumps it off, wide open. It's Kirk. Kirk again. Burning his man. It's Dean. Who did I say? Dean Cooper DeJean. I meant. Couldn't keep up with Kirk. And has to drag him down. The Houston Texans are in scoring range. Oh man, pressure coming! Sacked! It's Dean! This time it's Dean. It wasn't Dean last time, but it is this time. Sack on the play. He had an interception earlier. Now he has a sack. He has a deflection. Made a big tackle. This man's everywhere. Pressure coming. And he's sacked again. Sacked again. It's 98. 3rd and 22. Back-to-back big plays by the Eagles. Absolutely no blocking or protection there for C.J. Stroud, who has had an amazing protection this drive. Pressure coming again. He's taken off. Looking. Has to throw it away as he's blasted by Dean again. Man, it is going to be tough to trying to decide to give the MVP to one player today. My goodness, Stroud's been amazing. Hurts has been amazing. Dean has been amazing. Hunter, Anderson. The field goal is up. It's good. Not going to be a roughing the kicker this time. As the Texans take a 3-point lead as they got it all the way to the 10 and dropped him all the way backwards. Dropped him from 1st and goal to 4th and 22. With 2 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. 2-minute drill is going to be enacted for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's see what happens. As Smith fields it, doesn't get too far. Not a bad play either. Gets it to the 24. Here we go. What can Jalen Hurts do? Can the Eagles seal the deal, or will the Texans be able to hold them out? Will the Texans come into Philadelphia and pull off the upset? Hurts dumps it off to Saquon. Saquon gets 4 on the play. Ward comes in hot. Keeps up with Saquon and drags him down. 2-minute warning. So many games have come down to these last drives. There haven't been very many games where the game has been decided. Big play, Goddard drives it to the 50-yard line. Not Goddard. Calcaterra, is that how you say his name? He had a play earlier, I just never seen his name. Drives it to the 50. So many of these games have been decided by these last 2 drives. This one is no different, and this one has been an exceptionally fun game. Gain of 5 as he dumps it off to A.J. Brown. Ball on the 45-yard line now. Be a 60-yard field goal from here. Dumps it off. He's wide open. A.J. Brown drives it upfield to the 23. Who can't turn on the nitro and find the end zone. 1 minute left. A photo finish here. We seen it last night with the Niners and the Bills. Dumps it off to Dotson, who drives forward for... Oh, can't give him... Won't give it to him. First down as the ball's kicked away. Oh, my goodness. Ball on the 13. Second down. The Texans, they've got to lock in if they want to win it here. And the Eagles, they've got to spread the field. Touchdown! In double coverage! Jalen Hurts! Jalen Hurts! Threads the needle to Devontae Smith! What a play! Ward's all over him! Did he get 2 feet in bounds? His feet flashed up on the TV there. I'm not sure he did. Thankfully, it's a touchdown play, so it'll be able to be reviewed. But Jalen Hurts seals it up. The Texans now have to score a touchdown in 30 seconds to win this game. What a drive. What a game. Momentum. There hasn't been any. Both teams have had momentum. Both sides of the ball. Offense and defense. The Texans and the Eagles. They are two boxers standing in the middle of the ring, each giving each other a chance to swing at their hardest. And they are just going back and forth. Big play here. He drives it to the 36. Man, if he could have broken out of there, that would have been a big play. What a play to end the game. If he could have taken it home for the first kickoff return touchdown. Something the Patriots were robbed of in their game against the Ravens. I can't believe that happened. 24 seconds on the clock. Houston's got to score a touchdown. Here we go. Looking. Whoo! Holy crap. Big hit. The 5th sack of the day. Timeout called as they let the clock run down to 11 seconds. I don't know what happened there, if there was a miscommunication by the coach and the ref, but time just drained there. They lost like 15 seconds on one play. They're backed up to the 31. Stroud dumps it off to the side. Mixon goes out of bounds with 6 seconds left. Not going to need their timeouts anymore. This is it. Can we get the first Hail Mary win? Will we see it happen? Here we go. Oh! False start on the Eagles. Zadarius Smith jumps early. That's going to give them better field position here. 10-yard penalty. Ball in the 39 now. Makes it a lot more manageable. Looking. Throws it to somebody who's not even in the end zone. Game over! The Eagles win! Jalen Hurts earns the MVP. What a game. What a finish and what a fight that these two had. If you want to see a little bit of everything in football, this was the game to watch. We had sacks, we had interceptions, we had burned players, we had big hits, we had rushing touchdowns, we had bombs delivered to the end zone. What a game. What a game. Real quick, just download my final score. We'll get into the stats here. What a game. 2 touchdowns, 240. Wow, look how evenly matched these guys were. They both put on a show. Jalen Hurts goes 26 for 32, 249 with an 81% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, and then a rushing touchdown later. Stroud goes 18 for 23, 240, 78% completion percentage, and the 2 interceptions that definitely, I mean, I can't even necessarily say that it made a difference, because I can't even remember if they scored off of them. Let me look back here. Let's see if it puts up. Oh, no. Doesn't say anything there. I really wish it put up more of the scoring summary here, because we have the player stat. I wish we had a better a game summary, but I digress. I'll go back and look at it. But Joe Mixon, I mean, this was a terrible rushing game. Terrible. Just no rushes whatsoever. Jalen Hurts took off for 49 yards. C.J. Stroud took off for 41. Jalen Hurts fumbled and had a touchdown, but C.J. Stroud, he also fumbled. He was able to recover it, but he also broke 3 tackles and had a 20-plus yard run. Ridiculous. Saquon Barkley just had 4 handoffs. That is ridiculous. It comes into question if this would be a much more one-sided game if they would have handed the ball off more. Joe Mixon had it 10 times. He didn't have it very much either. But, I mean, it shows a little more why they stopped handing the ball off much to him. He had it 10 times and only had it 22, or was only able to pick up 22 yards. Receiving is definitely where it was today, with Goddard, A.J. Brown, Christian Kirk, and Nico Collins all killing it in the passing game today. The latter 3 were able to pick up touchdowns. Not one single player was able to pick up more than 1 passing touchdown today. Kirk, Goddard, A.J. Brown, Tank Dell, and Devontae Smith all picking up a single touchdown for each other. Devontae Smith only had 1. It was the game winner. What a catch that was. Oh, speaking of that catch, I'll do the stats and then I'll go show off that catch. Let's see if he was in bounds, because I think he was. I don't really think he wasn't, but just for the safety of the play. Azeez Al-Shaair, he was a monster today. 8 tackles with that huge hit on Jalen Hurts earlier. He had a pass deflection as well. Jimmy Ward had 2. Al-Shaair, Christian Harris, Sidney Brown had all. Well, if you watch my Bill games, little mingles is what I said instead of pass deflections. It was Nakobe Dean and Sidney Brown who each came up with an interception. Jalen Carter and Will Anderson both kept picking up dual sacks. Quinion Mitchell, Jordan Davis, and Nakobe Dean all picking up sacks as well. Nakobe Dean, he didn't have a ton of tackles, but man, he had some seriously, he had a lot of key plays. He had 2 tackles for loss, a sack, and an interception, and he was just putting the pressure on C.J. Stroud multiple times. Again, it's one of those things where I wish they would put a pressure stat, like putting the pressure on the quarterback stat, because man, he was in the backfield a lot. He was forcing C.J. Stroud to have to leave that pocket, and man, it really ended up hurting the Texans today with 5 sacks delivered. That's a good game. I think I'm gonna give two players of the game. I'm gonna give one to Dean because man, he was just such a player today, such a freaking monster. And I'm gonna give it to Jalen Hurts, who obviously deserved it. Now let's see this Devontae Smith catch. I'm gonna do it on stream because I really want to show it live. I wish I was able to review those Dolphins. Here we go. Here we go. He's probably definitely in bounds. One. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not even close. Not even close. He has like a full yard before he falls out of bounds. What a catch. Look at this coverage. Look at the coverage. Even smacks Warden in the face with the ball and was still able to hold on. It's this little foot shuffle here that made me question it. But nope, he was definitely in bounds. Wow, what a catch for Devontae Smith. But that'll do it for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you like me, and if you like macaroni and cheese, hit the subscribe button. Why don't you do it? Come on, you know you want to. You know you like macaroni, and I taste like macaroni. I don't have anybody confirm that, but I mean, come on, dude, come on. You like macaroni, sure. Come on. Come on, hit that subscribe button. Come on. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. The next game, it'll be uh the Washington Commanders taking on my Detroit Lions. So, if you like the Lions, go watch me. Go watch that game. Thanks for watching. But until then, peace out, dogs. Come on. Okay. Well, this is strange.